It's 2 p.m. I think we can already start the meeting. Attorney Frank, Secretariat, TWG, are you ready?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Yes, sir. We are ready here at the BAC conference room, sir.
Okay, since we've already done the roll call earlier, let's dispense with it. But let's just determine if we do have a quorum for this afternoon. Do we have a quorum?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we do still have a quorum. 4 of the 7 members of the committee, sir, are present in today's meeting, both in person and online, sir.
All right, thank you for that. We can proceed with the primary items in the agenda. For this afternoon, I believe we have opening of bids for 2 projects, an ANS project. The first one is...
Mr. Chair, for item 2.1, it is the submission and opening of bids for the project purchase of LS for Ilo-ilo International Airport, sir. Bid number 22-016-06, amounting to 56,535,521 pesos and 85 centavos, sir.
All right. Do we have bidders for this?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we only have 1 submitted bid, sir, and the bidder representative is also here in person, Mr. Chair.
All right, let's proceed with the opening, please.
Yes, sir. Permission to admit the bidder's representative in the
Go ahead.
room. Good afternoon to the representative of bidder's representative. Welcome to the opening of bids for the project purchase installation of ILS for Ilo-ilo International Airport, bid number 22-016-06. For records purposes, may we request the bidder to introduce yourself and kindly state your name and the company you represent, please.
I'm Richie Piscador, Felcax, Philippines.
Good afternoon. I'm Ian Esalore of Felcax.
Good afternoon, bidders. So, Mr. Chair, permission to proceed with the opening, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. May we request the representative of Philcox Philippines to identify and confirm if this is the bid of Philcox. Thank you.
We confirm that, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chair, may we requesting to open the bid of Philcox.
Go ahead.
For the record, Mr. Chair, the bid of Philcox is sealed, signed, and labeled. Mr. Chair, inside the main envelope are the original financial component envelope and the original technical component envelope. Opening the technical component.
Opo. I-text ko sa'yo, ma'am, yung link. Sige po.
BAC checklist, please. Mr. Chair, for the technical component of Philcox, the document is provided with tabbings and paginated, and also signed on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the technical component. Valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR.
Field jobs registration with platinum membership issued 24 June 2022 and is valid until August 5, 2023, submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, similar, not similar nature, and complexity to be bid.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, submitted.
Original copy of bid security, if in the form of a surety bond. Submit also certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration.
Bid security in the form of bid securing declaration, signed and notarized, submitted.
Design requirements per BDS 21.1C. Following are the requirements. Number 1, system interconnection design diagram, signed and sealed by a professional ECE.
System interconnection diagram, signed and sealed by
Saan dito po? Yan. Zoom na. Ito. Yan. Engineer.
Engineer Kusala. Kusala. Document is signed and sealed by Engineer Kosalan, professional electronics engineer. Submitted.
Siting and location design plan.
Siting and location design plan, submitted.
Power, electrical, and grounding, transformers and cages, handholds, and cabling system design plan, including electrical system single line diagram, signed and sealed by PEE.
Single line diagram, handhold details, submitted.
RCMS interconnection plan, signed and sealed by a professional ECE. RCMS interconnection plan, signed and sealed by professional ECE. Project work schedule or plan. Original latest versions of OEM equipment technical characteristics and specifications. Copy of the PRC certificate of clear photocopy of PECE or PEE, PEE license of the signing PECE, PEE.
Copy of license and of professional electronics engineer, Engineer Kosalan, and for professional electrical engineer, Engineer Raimundo, submitted.
Copy of PTR of the signing PECE or PEE.
Copy of PTR of Engineer Kosalan and Engineer Raimundo, submitted.
Certificate of good standing from accredited professional organization.
Certification from ISEP for Engineer Kosalan, submitted, and also for Engineer Raimundo Jr. From IIE, submitted.
Signed compliance statement to relevant sections of the ICAO Annex 10, Volume 1, Radio Navigational Aids.
Compliance statements to ICAO Annex 10 for Normark 7000 ILS submitted.
Item number 1.5 of Section 7, Technical Specifications, or Certificate of Site Inspection is prescribed in the BDS.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued by Ramon Chong, Facility in Charge of Ilo-ilo ANF, certifying Avelino Flores conducted the site inspection, submitted.
Bid bulletin numbers 1 to 8.
Bid bulletins 1 to 8 submitted.
Accomplished Annex A, ITB 10.1 form.
Accomplished Annex A, ITB 10.1 form, submitted.
Original duly signed Omnibus 1 statement.
Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized, submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case or cases against the government.
Affidavit of Brigadier General, Senior Vice President, the authorized representative, certifying has no pending case against the government to date. Signed and notarized, submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP ELS.
Legal clearance issued by CAAP Legal Enforcement and Legal Service to PhilCox, issued August 5, 2022 and is valid until February 5, 2023, submitted.
The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, or NFCC.
NFCC calculation by the bidder in an amount of 699,924,776 and 06 centavos, signed and submitted.
If applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement, or JVA, in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners.
JVA not applicable for this submission.
Sir, that would be all for the technical component.
Mr. Chair, the technical component of PhilCox Philippines Incorporated passed the preliminary evaluation, Mr. Chair. May we proceed with the opening of the financial proposal of PhilCox, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed.
Thank you, sir. The financial component of PhilCox is provided with index stubs, are paginated and are signed on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the financial component. Original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule.
Price schedule for goods offered from abroad and for goods offered from within the Philippines, submitted.
Price. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Financial bid form, duly signed by PhilCox Philippines representative in the amount of 56,475,877 pesos. Again, the bid of PhilCox Philippines is 56,475,877 pesos. The bid form did not indicate any discount, and the bid of PhilCox is within the ABC of 56,535,521 and 85 centavos, Mr. Chair. On screen, Mr. Chair, is the summary of the loan bidder, Philcaps Philippines, with the bid amount of 56,475,877 pesos. And within the ABC. Mr. Chair, with this, the TWG recommends for the bid evaluation of the proposal of Philcaps Philippines Incorporated to determine any computational errors and to determine if the bid is complete, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. Right here, we have a recommendation for the conduct of bid evaluation. Do you have a motion or any objection from members? Let's have a motion, please.
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, sir.
I move to adopt the recommendation of the TWG to conduct a bid evaluation of the submitted bid of Philcaps Philippines.
Second the motion.
Thank you. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation is hereby adopted for the conduct of bid evaluation of the bid that was opened just now. All right, motion is carried. Secretary, let's proceed, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. To our bidder, Philcaps, thank you for submitting and attending today's meeting. So we will just inform you of the outcome of the evaluation. Thank you po. You are now excused.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, the next item in our agenda, item 2.2, this is for the submission and opening of bids for the project emergency repair of damaged areas at Siquijor Airport due to Typhoon Odette with bid number 22-008-05 amounting to 6,351,219 pesos and 64 centavos ADMS project, and this is supposed to be a negotiated procurement, Mr. Chair. Sir, would like to inform the committee, sir, that we haven't received any bid proposal for this project, and the BAC Secretariat actually sent 3 invitations to different contractors in compliance with the requirements of the revised implementing rules and regulations. So, having received no bid proposal, Mr. Chair, the technical working group is now recommending for the declaration of failure of bidding for the project emergency repair of damaged areas at Siquijor Airport due to Typhoon Odette for consideration and approval, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. So this is the first failure, if ever?
No, sir. This is actually the 3rd failure, sir, for this project. The first for the negotiated, sir.
Okay, so what then is the recommendation? Should the BAC proceed with the failure?
Sir, we are recommending also for the renegotiation of these projects, sir.
All right, sige. Okay, at this point, we open the floor for any questions or clarifications from our members. If there's none, we can have a motion, please.
Sir, motion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I would like to move for the adoption of the recommendation of TWG for the declaration of the failure of this direct negotiation, and again post for the posting of another direct negotiation of this project.
All right. Thank you, sir. Do you have a second?
Mr. Chair.
All right. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation is adopted, and let this project be declared a failure and accordingly be reposted for another round of negotiation. All right. Motion is carried.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sir, the next item in our agenda, sir, item 3.1. This is a pre-bid conference for the repair, cleaning, and calibration of GPS and total station. An ADMS project with bid number 22-02110 amounting to 2.5 million pesos. We also receive inquiries from bidders for this project, Mr. Chair, and we are requesting for them to be admitted in the meeting room.
Okay, let's proceed with the bid conference and have some presentation done. Let's admit the bidders already.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Engineer Sheldon Ceballos from ADMS will present on behalf of the Technical Working Group. Go ahead, Engineer.
Yes, thank you, Attorney. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and the members of the Business Awards Committee. I will be presenting to you the pre-bid conference for the project repair, cleaning, and calibration of GPS and total station with bid number 22-021-10. So, Mr. Chair, I would like to proceed with the presentation.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, for the project objectives, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines as the procurement entity or the procuring entity seeks proposals for component and eligible bidders to perform repair or cleaning and calibration of GPS and total station or the EDMS survey instruments. So, this is an invitation to bid for the project title, Repair, Cleaning, and Calibration of GPS and Total Station with bid number 22-021-10 with the source of fund, CAAP APP FY 2022 with an approved budget for the contract of 2,500,000 pesos only. So the duration of this project is 90 calendar days with an applicable fee for the bidding documents of 5,600, inclusive of 12% VAT. So for the instruction to bidders, for clause 5.3, for this purpose, contract similar to the project shall be letter A, repair or repair, cleaning, and calibration of survey equipment. And for letter B, must have completed a single contract that is similar to this project or equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. For the clause 5.4, the bidders shall comply with the eligibility criteria under section 23.4.1 of the 2016 IRR of the RA 9184. For ITB clause 7.1A requirement, subcontracting is not allowed for this project. For ITB clause 10 and 11, bidder shall submit all eligibility and technical documents as specified in section 8, checklist of technical and financial documents. These are the following. For the technical component envelope, class A documents. For legal documents, letter A is a valid field jobs registration certificate for platinum membership, all pages. Or for B, registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission, DTI for sole proprietorship, or CDA for cooperatives or its equivalent document. And letter C, MERS or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. And for letter D, tax clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the BIR. For the technical documents, requirements are the statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, or the SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in section 23.4.1.3 and 23.4.2.4 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. And G, original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or an original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Additional, another requirement for ITB clause 10 and 11 is the conformity with the technical specification, which may include production, delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after sales or parts, to include schedule of requirements if applicable. This shall include all of the following documents as attachment to the conformity with technical specifications. The schedule of requirements. And for letter I requirement, the original duly signed omnibus sworn statement or the OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidders. For financial documents, letter J, the supplier's audited financial statements showing, among others, the supplier's total and current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BAR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And for letter K requirement, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC, or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation. Additional requirement for ITB Clause 10 and 11, the financial documents, letter J, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement or JVA in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide with the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For the financial component envelope, with the following requirement: original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form, and original of duly signed and accomplished bill of quantities or price schedule. For letter O, original of duly signed and accomplished forms for goods offered from the Philippines and or abroad. Other documentary requirements under RA 9184 as applicable. For letter P requirement, for foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, or certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product. And last requirement for ITB Clause 10 and 11 is the certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. Note that bids not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For ITB Clause 12 requirement, the price of the goods shall be quoted DPP or delivered duty paid in Manila, or the applicable international commercial terms or Incoterms for this project. For ITB Clause 14.1, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. Letter A, the amount of not less than 50,000 pesos, or the amount equivalent to 2 if bid security is in cash, cashier's or manager's check, bank draft or guarantee, or a revocable letter of credit. Or, for letter B, the amount of not less than 125,000 pesos, or the amount equivalent to 5% of ABC, if bid security is in surety bond. For ITB Clause 14.2 requirement, the bid security in a form of surety bond shall be valid until 120 calendar days from the date of opening of bids and shall be callable upon demand. For ITB Clause 15 requirement, each bidder shall submit 1 copy of the first and second components of its bid. For ITB Clause 16, the address for submission of bids is BAC Office, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Mia Road, corner Ninoy Aquino Avenue, 1300 Pasay City, Metro Manila. The deadline for submission and opening of bids is at November 3, 2022 at 10 a.m. For ITB Clause 21.1 requirement, you mean see terms for of reference if applicable. For the special conditions of the contract, for Clause 2.2, partial payment is not allowed for this project, and terms of payment shall be 100% after complete delivery of goods. Okay. For the technical specifications, for item I, for testing, evaluation, or for NAMRIA registration or calibration and cleaning, we have 4 sets, like GS15 smart antenna, professional, with serial numbers, the following serial numbers. And 4 sets of like GS55 smart antenna, professional, with the following serial numbers. And lastly, 8 sets of CS15 3.5 G field controller with the following serial numbers. For item 2, which is the ones for repair or cleaning, is a 1 set Leica GS25 receiver, professional, with the following serial number. Then for item 3, for calibration, evaluation, LMB registration, and for cleaning, we have 1 set TSRP 1201 total station. We have 1 set Nikon total station, and we have 5 sets of focus total station with the corresponding serial numbers. And for item number 4, for replacement, we have 10 pieces GB212 Li-ion battery, 7.4 volts, which is rechargeable. We have 2 pieces GB222 Li-ion battery, 7.4 volts, rechargeable, and we have 2 pieces GAD108 arm for UHF GSM antenna to GS15, and we have 2 pieces GSR111 dual strut support with 2 telescopic legs for rapid setup suitable for poles of all diameters. And lastly, for the terms of reference, the terms and conditions. Number 1, bidder shall comply with the calibration or testing standards imposed by the LMB, DNR, NAMRIA, and other related agencies. Number 2, items for replacement, as stated in the program of works, should be replaced with the same brand as to the existing GNSS equipments used by this authority. Number 3, the bidder must be an authorized distributor of Leica and Nikon instruments and submit a valid authorized distributorship certificate from the said manufacturer to comply with item number 1.1.4 as stated above. And lastly, the bidder must submit a certification that they are certified or qualified to conduct repair or cleaning and calibration of GNSS equipments and total stations. For further information with regards to the project, you can browse the bid documents as posted on the field JEPs. And Mr. Chair, that's all for my presentation for the pre-bid for this project.
All right, thank you for that presentation. So at this juncture, we open the floor for any queries or clarifications from our respective bidders.
Mr. Chair, we have 2 prospective bidders present online. One from Rasa Surveying, and the other one is from Bay Core Precision. Prospective bidders, do you have any questions or clarifications? Kindly press the right hand.
None, sir. None from BAC or Precision.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Kindly state your name, sir, and the company you represent, please.
No question, sir. This is Bernard from BAC or Precision.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I think
Okay.
from Rasa,
Considering there's no question, meron ba? May question dyan?
I think Rasa, sir, is Rasa surveying. Do you have any questions, sir?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Kindly state your name po, ma'am, and the company you represent, please, and then your question.
This is Maine from Rasa Surveying, sir. I would like to ask lang po regarding dun sa, you have indicated that the bidder should be authorized authorized distributor of Leica and Nikon. But what if, sir, we're from other company? Can we do something about it, sir?
End user, please.
Sorry, Rasa, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
SATLab, sir. We're supplying SATLab equipment.
Good afternoon. This is Engineer Amabaw po, end user from ADMS. Sir. With regards po dun sa question niyo, ma'am, kasi meron po kasi tayong item 1 point, mayroon po kasi tayong for replacement po, which is currently po kasi ang ginamit na nung this authority po is like ano po kasi kami and Nikon. So that is why we provided that under TOR because for replacement po, this is stated in the terms of reference na dapat po is the same brand po siya as po doon sa ginagamit po ng authority po. From Rasa Survey, does it suffice po ba sa question po natin, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I understand po. But then, you have discussed po earlier na yung mga replacement natin ng batteries and the rest of the items po is wala pong brand na naka-indicate. Am I right, ma'am? Sorry.
Actually, ma'am, that all of the for replacement po is ano po siya, ma'am. Like a brand po, ma'am. Although po siyang brand na naka-indicate, pero it is in the terms po, na set on the TOR, it should be the same as the correct brand na gamit ni authority po. Para po mag-coincide po doon sa equipment namin.
Okay, ma'am, I understand po. Thank you po for answering my questions po.
All right. Do you have any further questions? In any case, if there's none, you still have the opportunity to submit your queries in writing up to 10 days before the opening of bids. So kung di nyo malisita, you can always send it through our back secretariat. Considering there's no further questions, Secretary, let's already close this pre-bid conference. Maraming salamat po to everyone who attended and we look forward to receiving your submitted bids. Thank you.
Moving on, Mr. Chair, item 3.2. Secretariat, please kindly remove from the meeting room Rasa Surveying. So, moving on, Mr. Chair, item 3.2. This is a pre-bid conference for the survey for the project system maintenance and upgrade of ECIT equipment This is an ATS project with bid number 22-022-10, amounting to 2 million pesos, and the air traffic service, Mr. Chair, will present for this project. And we have also received queries from prospective bidders for this, requesting permission to admit to the meeting room, sir, the prospective bidders, and for the ATS to present. Sir Joma?
Yes, thank you, Attorney. I will share my screen, Mr. Chair. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, members of the BAC, and to the leaders. Welcome to the pre-bid conference for the Aeronautical Information Service Air Traffic Service Project, titled System Maintenance and Upgrade of IAD Client Interface Terminal. Is my presentation, Attorney, visible to everyone?
Yeah, yes, Sir Joma, go ahead na lang po.
Using the Philippine Bidding Docs 6th edition dated 2020,
Sir Joma, go ahead po.
Yes, sir, go ahead. For the background of the project, we have here the AIS operations has ECIP workstations that is utilized for generation of AIP or Aeronautical Information Publication, and aeronautical charts and the published AIP management systems or PAMs. IAD Client Interface Terminal is designed to work with all IAD applications and for a set of hardware platforms. The hardware must comply to all requirements of the software to provide efficient performance for all IAD applications. It is imperative that the hardware package will ensure that all IAD applications will run as designed as it is configured. It is also cited that ECIT will be optimized for stability and cybersecurity. The IAD, that stands for European Aeronautical Information Services Database, is a centralized reference database of quality assured aeronautical information that enables users to retrieve and download AIS data in real time. It provides instant access to the most up-to-date digital aeronautical information from the ECAC and ECIC Plus areas, from notices to airmen, pre-flight information bulletins, briefing facility services, and the AIP library. The IAD is the world's aeronautical information management or AIM system. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, CAAP, through the CAAP Corporate Budget CY 2022, intends to apply the sum of 2 million pesos, being the ABC, to payments under the contract for the said project. The delivery of the goods is required by 45 calendar days. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-fail criteria as specified in the 2016 revised IRR of number 9184. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders in the amount of 5,600 pesos, inclusive of 12% VAT. The CAAP reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with sections 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR number RA number 9184. For further information, please refer to Engineer Leandro R. Vargas, the head of BAC Secretariat. For the scope of bid, the procuring entity, the CAAP, wishes to receive bids for the system maintenance and upgrade of this equipment with identification number bid 22-02210. The procurement project is composed of one lot. The funding is from GOP, COB 2022, GOCC. The bidding for a project shall be governed by all provisions of RA 9184 and its 2016 revised IRR, including its generic procurement manuals. Any amendments made to the IRR and the GPPP issuance shall be applicable only to the ongoing posting, advertisement, or instruction to bidders by the BAC. The bidder, by the act of submitting its bid, shall be deemed verified and accepted the general requirements of this project. The procuring entity, as well as the bidders and suppliers, shall observe the highest standard of ethics during the maintenance execution. Only bids of bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. The SLCC, there is at least one contract similar to the project, the value of which adjusted to current prices using the PSA CPI must be at least equivalent, at least 50% of the ABC. The first envelope shall contain the eligibility and technical documents of the bid. The second bid envelope shall contain the financial documents. Any bidding instruction to bidder shall not be accepted. Payment of the contract price shall be made in Philippine pesos. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security in the amount indicated in the BDS. Any bid not accompanied by an acceptable bid security shall be rejected by the procuring entity as non-responsive. Each bidder shall submit one copy of the first and second components of each bid. The procuring entity additional hard copies and or electronic copies of the bid. If the procuring entity allows the submission of bids through online submission or any other electronic means, the bidder shall submit an electronic copy of its bid which has been digitally signed. The BAC shall open the bids in public at the time, on the date, and the place specified in paragraph B of the instruction to bidders. Bids cannot be opened as scheduled due to several reasons. The scheduling requirements is under requirements of Section 29 of the 2016 IRR. The procuring BAC shall immediately conduct a detailed evaluation of all bids rated passed using non-discretionary pass-fail criteria. Within a non-extendable period of 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice on the BAC that is submitted the lowest calculated bid, the bidder shall submit its latest income with business through the AFPS of the BIR. For the bid data sheet, for this purpose, contracts similar to the project shall be installation of IT equipment, workstations capable of high-end computing, completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. Subcontract is not allowed. For the checklist, legal documents, valid field jobs registration certificate from SEC, mayor's or business permit, tax clearance, and the statement of the prospective bidder about its ongoing government and private contracts, statement of the SLCC, original copy of the schedule of requirements, conformity, specifications, original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government, legal clearance to be issued with active bulletins if applicable. The prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the respective total liabilities and the NFCC. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement, and bids not complying with the above instruction shall be disqualified, and also bid exceeding the ABC project shall be disqualified. The bid security shall be in the form of bid securing declaration, the amount of not less than 40,000 or 2% of ABC if cash or cashier's manager's check, 100,000 or 5% of ABC if bid security is in surety bond. Each and every page thereof shall be initial signed by the duly authorized rep of the bidder. Submitted, the eligibility, technical, and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs and sequentially paginated. Example, page 3 of 100. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the full documents inside the envelope. Bids not complying with the above instructions shall be automatically disqualified. Partial bid is not allowed. The bidder with the lowest bid shall submit the latest income through the EFPS of the BIR, business licenses and permits required by law, latest AFS. And for the performance security, within 10 calendar days from receipt of the notice the bidder from the complainant, but in no case later than prior to the signing of the contract by both parties. For the inspection and tests, the procuring entity or its representatives shall have the right to inspect and or to test the goods to confirm it their conformity to the project. For the warranty, a warranty shall, under this warranty, supplier shall repair or replace the defective goods or parts thereof without cost to the procuring entity. The liability of the supplier shall be as provided by the law of the Republic of the Philippines. If the supplier is a joint venture, all partners of the supplier is required to provide all the following services: performance or supervision of on-site assembly, furnishing of tools required for assembly, furnishing of the detailed operations and maintenance manual, performance or supervision or maintenance for a period of time agreed by the parties, training personnel. For Section 6 schedule of requirements, we have the processor, latest generation processor, motherboard, form factor, chipset, memory, max memory type, memory slots, memory speed, the PCI, decimal 2 slots, onboard Ethernet, SATA, optical disk drive, onboard video, USB, RAID support, graphics, monitor, mouse, keyboard, computer table, computer chair, UPS, mouse, license Microsoft, license security suite software, license Office productivity software, license PDF editor with a warranty of 2 years. Thank you, Mr. Chair. The end user is now ready to entertain questions. Thank you.
All right, do we have questions from the prospective bidders?
Mr. Chair, we have Mr. Aj Dadado is raising his hand, Mr. Chair, waiting to be recognized, sir. Mr. Nadado, please, kindly state your name and the company you represent and your question.
Yes po, good afternoon. This is AJ Nadato po from Jonicotech. Yun, question ko po sana sir with regards po dun sa specs po natin na yung technical specs po natin kasi naka-itemize po kasi siya na yung quantity merong 5, yung monitor merong 10 pieces po. Question ko po is, ano po ito sir, buong desktop o per parts po talaga siya?
Thank you for the question, Sir George. Please answer the question.
Thank you, Sir Joma. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, CAAP, and the bidders. Ma'am, this is a computer. We just indicated the quantity. So, isang unit po siya. So, bale, nakalagay po 5 kasi 5 units po ng computer. And then, kaya 10 monitor siya because yung 2 units po will be used for dual display of the computer. Thank you.
Okay po.
Do you have further questions, ma'am?
Yes sir, meron pa po akong isang question po. With regards po doon sa yung form factor po kasi nakalagay po dun sa specs niyo po is 80x po. Okay lang po ba i-relax po natin pwede po bang tower? I-relax to tower po. Tower type.
Yes, ma'am. Pwede po siyang tower type.
Sige sir.
Wala na po, ma'am. Okay na po.
Sorry, sir. Ako lang ata nagtanong, sorry. With regards din po doon sa doon sa onboard Ethernet po, kasi nakalagay din po doon sa specs niyo is 2.5 po. 2.5 gig. Kung okay lang po sa inyo para maka-comply po sana kami. Kung okay lang po, relax na at least 1 gig.
At least, ma'am, 1 gigabit yung Ethernet niya.
Gigabit
connectivity
po.
niya.
At
Yes,
least
yes,
1
ma'am.
gigabit po.
Opo.
Kung okay na po, i-relax to 1 gigabit po.
Pwede, ma'am.
Pwede po.
Ma'am, we will just issue bid bulletin to reflect yung necessary, to allow these changes po or ano po, para may reference din po kayo.
Yes.
The ATS po, ma'am, will prepare the necessary bid bulletin for this.
Sige po, no problem po, sir. Wait ko na lang po yun.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I guess that would be all, Mr. Chair. We can now close the item, sir, considering that the bidder has no other further questions, sir.
All right. Considering there's no more questions, let's already close this item. Just a reminder to everyone, you still have the opportunity to submit your queries in writing up to 10 days before the opening of bids. So we do look forward to hearing from you and to your submission. All right. Thank you. Secretary, let's already dismiss the bidders and proceed with the next item.